Hi, everybody. It's Jeanette from the Enosburg Public Library. Thank you so much for joining us for today's story time. I hope that you've been enjoying Sarah's live videos that she's been putting on Facebook for the summer reading program and the Gardens for Learning Gardens program. Excuse me. Just remember that we have bags of crafts here in the library that you're welcome to come and pick up so that you can do some crafts at home for those programs. Well, we are in the full swing of summer. And I know that summer looks very different for a lot of you right now because we're not doing as much traveling as we've done before and that we're used to. So I thought it'd be a great time to make a reading passport. I don't know if you guys have ever seen reading passports, but I thought today would be a lot of fun to do that. So let's think about that. What is a passport? What does a passport do? What's a passport? You ever used a passport? A passport is something that you use when you travel and when you go from country to country. It's like your little identification. It's kind of like a license, right, for adults, but kids have them too. And what you do is you put your information in it. It has your name, your picture, and where you're from. And then when you go to different countries, they put a stamp in the book every time you visit another country. So I thought, since we're not necessarily moving around and traveling as much or doing the things we used to do, let's travel through books. Let's visit, go to different places in our imagination through books. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make our activity for today. Our craft is going to be making a reading passport. I have two books that we're going to read today. One is called The Book No One Ever Read. Now, this book is about a book that he just wants to be read so bad and doesn't have the opportunity for somebody to read him. And so how that makes him feel about not being read. This one, I would encourage you to, as you're listening, see if you can recognize the names of some of the characters, who they're representing. And then at the very end of the book, see if you can recognize who the main character is, what the book is, and then see if you recognize the little boy at the end of the book. See if you know what book they're actually talking about. I think that would be fun. And the second book we're going to do is called Surf's Up. And that's about two friends who like to surf. And one of them is reading a book as well and is really into his book and is excited about finishing his book before he starts surfing. So let's get started, okay? So this is called The Book No One Ever Read, Story and Pictures by Cornelia Funke. Okay. Let's start right here. Please write your name into this book and read it until the pages come loose. Leave your fingerprints in it and kiss its pages and fill it with life and memories, for that is what it wants. Cornelia Funke, The Book No One Ever Read. This is the story of Maury, a book who has been waiting. Every book longs to tell its story. From the moment they're bound, they wait for fingers to open them up. Do they? Well, books are as different as people. Some are adventurers and want many readers, while others have forgotten they once longed to tell their stories. The library Maury lived in was full of such books. Maury was only 5 years old. This is Maury right here. That is very young for a book, but he thought that 5 years are an awfully long time to just sit on a shelf. So one day, he pushed himself forward just a few inches. Here he is. Can you see on the spines all the faces on the spines of the other books. "And where do you think you're going?" asked Victor. He was very proud of the gold on his spine. "Yes, what are you doing?" asked Jane. "But I'm bored," Maury exclaimed. "No one ever reads us." "Well, lucky us," exclaimed Nietzsche from a shelf above. "No fingerprints on our pages, no cracks, no bent corners." "Yes," whispered Beatrix. "One hears of terrible things. Books are left open for days and days, weeks even." She went on and on. "Pages smeared with coffee and chocolate." The others moaned after each sentence. "Okay, that's terrible," said Maury, "but not as terrible as nothing happens ever. I want fingerprints on my pages. I want to be read until I come apart." Oh, the moaning and rustling that filled the library. What's he doing here? He's trying to move out, huh? Move away from the shelf? "Quiet, all of you," shouted Dumas, who claimed you could learn fencing just by reading him. "The young one is right. I would love to leave, but I am so old. I guess my spine would come off." "Leave?" asked Maury. "How?" "Well, why don't you jump?" Victor said. And before Maury could say wait, Victor pushed him off the shelf with a little help from Jane. Look, he's falling. See? Luckily, Maury landed on his back. The other books stared down at him in horror. Well, actually, some of them looked quite pleased. And just when Maury got up, the woman who dusted their pages walked in. Maury gathered all his courage and he slipped through the door. And there he goes through the door. Freedom! Maury ran and ended up on the top of a huge staircase. He stepped closer when something furry jumped at him. Something with furry claws. And Maury fell. He fell down the stairs. Oh, it hurt. He landed in front of two slippers, and suddenly there were fingers and eyes. The fingers were slightly sticky, but oh, it was wonderful. The fingers wrote a name on Maury's first page, and the eyes read all the words he'd kept inside for so long. And Maury was so happy. So if you see Maury's cover of his book and you see the little boy and the crown and the foxtail, what book do you think, or who is this character, and what book do you think this is? I'd be really excited to know if you think you might know who this character is. If you do, write it in the comments below in our library Facebook page, because I'd like to see if you know, or if you also recognized some of the other characters in the book. That would be really cool to see if you recognize some of those guys. Okay, so the second one is called Surf's Up, and this book is we the Newbery medalist Kwame Alexander. We have a lot of books from this author in particular that we've got some new ones in that'll be coming out soon, so that'll be really neat. And it's illustrated by Daniel Miyares. Okay, Surf's Up. And just so I have it, I want to show you. Um, the one character's name is actually, because it's got it on the library card, one character's name is Bro, and the other one's name is Dude. So Surf's Up. Surf's up, bro. Not yet, dude. You'd rather read a book than go to the beach? Shh, I'm almost done. Books are boring. Dude, books are fascinating, especially this one. It's about a man looking for a whale. Boring. And see, in his imagination, he sees himself as the captain of the ship in search of the great whale. I don't know if any of the big people with you in the room might know this story that they're referencing in this book. Wowie kazowie! What happened? He found the whale. Whoa, Daddy-o! Did the whale eat him? Nope. The whale got away. Booyah! They found the whale again. Holy mackerel! Crash! Catch the great white whale and I'll give you the gold. And here he is, batten down the hatches. Do what to the what? Now they're both in the story. There she blows. Watch out, dude. Watch out for, whoa. And now they're both lost in this wonderful story. Oh no, he's reading. He's all banged up. Wait, you're finished? Totally awesome book. Did they catch the whale? Who got the gold? Not telling. Not cool, bro. So now he's really interested in this book. Surf's up, dude. Shh, I'm just getting started. Turn up. All hands on deck. So now he started reading the book. Whoa, Daddy-o! He's loving the story. Cowabunga! All right. So I hope you like these two books. These are wonderful books about going different places. And well, this one about books that just want to be read. And this one about where a book can take you just by sitting in your own room and reading the book and all the different adventures that you can go on. So I will show you the reading passport that I did. So I made a little reading passport. I'm gonna show you this morning how to do it. All you need is a piece of paper, one piece of paper. Okay, just one piece of paper and a pair of scissors. And we'll get started with just a pencil. You just need a pencil. Okay. So you're gonna take your piece of paper. It can be a colored piece of paper. It can be construction paper, whatever you have. And you're just going to take the paper and you're going to fold it right in half. Okay? And fold the paper right in half. Okay, you got it folded in half. Now, bend it down and fold it in half again. Okay, right across. Fold it in half. Okay, and now you're going to take that and you're going to fold it again. Okay, and fold it down. Okay, now all you do is you open it up again to where it's this half size. And on the side that's closed, so see on this side it opens up, you don't want to do it there. But on this side that's closed where it's in half, you want to take your scissors, see if I can do it, I don't know which way to do it, and you're going to cut right along that line that where you folded it. And I go just a little bit past the center mark, just a little bit past. But you're cutting it, again, on the side that's where it bends and closes, not the side that opens. Okay. Now you take your paper and you open it up, fold it over, and then when you squeeze it, it's going to open up and it'll kind of go to the side. Okay. And then all you do, you can make it kind of flatten it out, and then you're just going to fold it over again on itself. Okay. And that's it. And so then you have, trying to turn it around, you have an opening page, and then you open it, and you have a page here, and a page here, and a page here, and a page here, and here. Now, and I think it's upside, I have it upside down, but it's okay. And then if you do a lot of books, what you can do is you just do another one, and then you glue on the back, and then, so say I finish my reading passport, and I want to glue on the back, and I add another one, and I just glue it to it, and then that makes it even bigger. Okay. So let's look at our reading passport. So your reading passport, so now you would just take your pencil. You can write my reading passport on it however you like. Now I took a cup, or the bottom of a cup, and I traced a circle, and then I drew in the earth, the globe, just because it's just the idea that reading can take you anywhere in the world, and so it would be fun to, I put a little earth on mine. But then you can decorate the cover, and then on the inside, I don't know if you can see this. On the inside, I put my personal information, and I put a box for my picture, and I drew a picture of me, and then I did my name and age and the town and state where I'm from, Enosburg Falls, Vermont, and then my signature. And let's see, no, the date of issue would be today's date, and then your signature. So you have your own little personal information box. And then on the inside, I wrote down places that I've visited and people that I met. And so we've just read 2 books, and so I filled it in. So I put, if you see on the side here, I put the book name. The first one was called Surf's Up. And then I put a picture of, I put beach. Places I went were the beach, and I met 2 surfers, and there was a fisherman, and they were looking for a whale, and then there was a storm. So I wrote a little bit about the book inside, and then I tried to draw a picture of a whale on the bottom. So you can do anything you like. You can put colors. You can use it to color it. You can use stickers. You can do anything that you like to remember what your book was about. And then inside, I just continued with my title, so places I visited and people I met, and I put that all the way through on each page. And then I also put the name of the book. So I have, each page has a place where I can put the title of the book and people I visited. So this one was our second book that we did today. And I put down, I went to, so the book name was The Book No One Ever Opened on the bottom there. And then I wrote down, I went to a library, and a book that, and it's about a book that really, really, really wanted to be read, and other books pushed him off the shelf, and he found someone to read him, and he was happy, and he was very happy. And then I did a smiley face. So it's just a little keeper of memories to let you know about books that you read this summer. It talks about people that you met in the book, some of the characters. It talks a little bit about the story. And then maybe at the end of the summer, what you could do is you could go back to your passport and you can remember all the places that you went to this summer just through reading a book. So I thought that was fun. I'd love to see your passports at the end of the summer if you want to bring them in and share with us. You can come in now, and you can quickly come in. And if you're checking out other books and if you happen to have your passport, I'd love to look at it real quick. Our shelves aren't open, so I hope I'm not misleading in what I just said. Our shelves aren't open yet, but if you're coming in to check out a book, I'd like to see it. Also, I wanted to let you know that I did make a couple of passports. So if you find it kind of tricky, I made some passports up and I did put the earth on them. And you can color it and you can do whatever you like with them. So I do have some already made up here in the library. And what I'll do is in the front where we have the craft bags for the summer reading program, I'll leave them in a little container up there. And it's already all set and ready to go. And all you have to do is fill in what where you've been, where are the places that you visit, and you can color it and decorate it. And like I said, you can use stickers, you can use anything you want to help you remember the wonderful places that you visit this summer through reading a book. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a chance to either make your own passport or come and pick one up. And I hope you're having a wonderful summer. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.